In the next session of the video, we're going to be going over some bottom positions. Again, techniques that are really effective and really helpful at the heavyweight weight class, but they do go across the board and anyone can use them. Okay, so we're going to start off on bottom. And just like I did on top, I need to get in a good starting position so I can have as big of an advantage before the whistle is blown. Personal preference, these are things that I feel comfortable. If you don't feel like you need to do them, you don't have to, but these are things that I feel comfortable with. The number one thing is when I get set, I like laces to the mat. The reason is because I want all my explosion to come from my hips, so I want to be nice and low, okay? So when I have laces to the mat, I feel like I can get my hips that much lower. For me, I'm not real flexible in my knees and my hips. So when I have my toes curled under, I don't feel like my hips can get back as low. So laces to the mat is how I get set, okay? Second thing when I get set, I want to have a good arch in my back. If I'm here flat back, that's a lot of surface area that my opponent can have to cover and get heavy on me. So what I'm doing is I want to arch that back, take away some of that surface area. What it also allows me to do is not to have much weight on my hands. If I'm here, real heavy, easy for this guy to chop me, break me down, keep heavy. So what I'm doing is I want to seal, roll my back, arch that back, be strong here. Okay? The last thing is real simple, real basic, but I want to make sure I keep my head up. Sometimes guys get frustrated on bottom and keep their head down because they think, I'm thinking about getting away, I'm thinking about getting away. Well, my head is going to take my body where it needs to go. So if my head's up, that's where I'm going to go. So I've got my laces under. If you don't lace under, make sure your hips are nice and low. You got that back arch, no weight on your hands. Got your head up, ready to explode. Okay? So that's the starting position. First thing I'm going to do is look for a stand-up. It's always easy, especially for big guys. Get to a stand-up position. Okay? Now, you don't have to be super explosive, super athletic to get to a stand-up. The biggest thing to a stand-up to be successful is to make sure you're sealing off. So opponent gets on, partner gets on top. Okay, I'm set, arch, head up. He's going to get set. When I go, when I'm ready to explode, I'm exploding from my hips, but I'm going to seal off. Okay, if I can seal, keep this guy from getting underneath here, keep this guy from getting too much underneath this side, that's going to give me an advantage. So many times people stand up, hands go away, now this guy's got a good handle. So I've got to seal off. So the first thing I'm going to do, the handle to the elbow, I'm going to seal off tight. Okay? As I seal off tight, this other hand's going to kind of pinch. Now he's on my elbow, on my belly button, so I can't completely block it off. But I'm going to pinch it in as I seal. So I explode from my hips, seal. I got to be aware of my hands because if I'm too lazy, cross wrist comes in, I get tied up. So I don't want to do some pinching, sealing, keeping everything tight. For me, I like outside leg stand-up. That's going to be the opposite leg that he's on. So he's on my right side, so my left leg's going to stand up. So when I explode and seal, my outside leg is coming up. Okay? Here's the position I want to get to. So I get set. He's on, ready to go. Arch that back, head up, no weight on my hands. On the start, ready to go. Seal up. Now notice where my position went. Pressure's going back. I didn't go forward. That's going to make it easy from the chop. When I come up, my explosion is up and back. Legs up, sealing off. Start to work this off, making sure he's not trying to get under here. So I'm working with my seal. Now a lot of times he's going to be driving into me. He wants to try and knock me back down. I know that's coming. So as he's knocking me, driving into me, I'm driving back into him. That's going to help me get up to my feet. Use his momentum against me. I use my momentum, he uses his momentum, we're up. Again, I'm sealing off. Now once I seal off, he's going to start working, try to get to some position. Both of my hands are going to attack that hand that was around his waist, push it down. Okay, once I get that elbow out, I'm as good as out from here. Keep that hand, seal it out, keep my hips away, cut, turn through.